is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Show some appreciation, you guys, by smashing the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. And let's rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure, because we are back with the Miami Heat player profiles, part 6, where I take a video of an individual player for the Miami Heat and I talk about how this player can either benefit us or maybe even hurt us throughout the regular season. Now, we are doing part 6. If you haven't seen the videos prior, when you're done with this one, go back. We talked about Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. But today, we are doing an episode about Nikola Jovic. Nikola Jovic, who is about to have his 3rd year with the Miami Heat. And I feel that Nikola Jovic is poised for a breakout season. Let's talk about it, you guys. Now, in 2 seasons with the Miami Heat, Nikola Jovic has basically been a developmental project. He was drafted in the 2021 season, played 15 games his first year, averaged about 5.5 points a game, 2 rebounds, almost an assist. He averaged 40% from the field, 23% from the three-point line. Like I said, a developmental project. When he was drafted into the league, a lot of people said that this could be a developmental project kind of similar to Nikola Jovic, the other Serbian phenom. Now, obviously, it hasn't been that way yet, but time can tell. You know, he's still really young. He's only about 21 years old. He's got a lot of NBA left to play. And remember, Nikola Jovic was the last pick of the draft in the 2nd round. Nikola Jovic was taken in the 1st round. And you see a lot of growth in Jovic. You see a lot of potential in his game. Offensively, this kid is a wizard. He can not only score at will, he can hit the 3-point shot, but he can also lead the fast break on his own. He's an incredible rebounder, fantastic facilitator. He's a 6'10" point guard, basically. So you want his development to grow. You want to give him more opportunity. And he got that in the 2024 season. Excuse me, guys. I mentioned he was drafted in 2021 earlier. That was wrong. He was drafted in 2022. My apologies. Okay. Now, his 2nd year, it was kind of pretty much the same developmental project. Didn't really play a lot the first half of the season. But then he broke out. Started towards the 2nd half of the season, became the starting power forward next to Bam Adebayo. 2024, he played about 46 games, started 38 of those games, averaged 7.7 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 2 assists a game, 45% from the field, 40% from the 3-point line on 3.5 attempts a game. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a major improvement. Nikola Jovic has shown that when given the opportunity, he'll step up. Now look, these numbers that I gave you guys were on averages of 20 minutes per game. So we don't know where Nico's going to be at this upcoming season. The Miami Heat drafted Kel'el Ware. Now, I've said this before, you guys. In my opinion, I think Nikola Jovic is going to start the season at power forward. Then you may see a transition where Kel'el Ware starts at center, so you can move Bam to the power forward position. But in my opinion, you have a 3-headed monster at the big man rotation with Bam Adebayo, Nikola Jovic, and Kel'el Ware. And let's not forget that the Miami Heat also have Kevin Love in that rotation. So the Miami Heat is fine with the big man rotation, but the question is, what is the best starting lineup to put forward? And if you ask me, it's really depending on matchups. Nikola Jovic is going to be an incredible Swiss Army knife at the big man rotation. You can start him at the power forward. You can have him come off the bench for Bam or Ware. Whoever comes off the bench, you can just slide Nico in. Nico, I feel, will start at the power forward position next season because he's earned that respect. Also, Kel'el Ware's a rookie. He needs time to find his place on this team. I think if Bam Adebayo starts at the 5 and Nico starts at the 4 at the beginning of the season, I'm okay with that. Because I think Nikola Jovic's game is going to get even better. He's playing in the Olympics right now with Serbia. He's playing with Nikola Jovic. He's learning under his belt. He's growing. He's getting better. If he starts next season, if he can average about 25 to 28 minutes a game, I think Nikola Jovic can easily average about 10 points a game, 5 to 6 rebounds, almost 4 assists. If he can get up to 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, and almost 90% from the free throw line, he's going to be a savage this season. You've seen Nikola Jovic have games where he can drop over 20 points. You need him to take more attempts at the three-point shot. That's why I feel if Jovic averages about 25 to 28 minutes a game, you're going to see his three-point percentage, his three-point attempts go from 3.5 to about 5 to 6 a game. Now you can get your numbers higher. Nikola Jovic is a wizard offensively. The main issue with Nikola Jovic is the defense. That's why you drafted Kel'el Ware. That's why a lot of people want Kel'el Ware and Bam Adebayo starting. That's why I feel eventually Kel'el Ware and Bam Adebayo starting is the answer, because now you have a Bash brother duo in the front court, and they're both nasty at defense. And whoever you bring off the starting lineup and just take them to the bench, now you have Nikola Jovic you can slide in. An offensive wizard who would kill the second unit out there. In this Miami Heat team, you guys, sometimes it's about where you fit best on the roster. It's kind of like what I've mentioned with Tyler Hero. I don't think Tyler Hero is a terrible player. He's averaged about almost 20 to 21 points a game each season the last 3 years. But on this team, I feel he fits best as the sixth man a lot of times. Maybe with this roster, it's kind of the same situation with Nikola Jovic. It may be better for him to come off the bench eventually so he can play against the second unit, kill them offensively. So you can go with Kel'el Ware and Bam Adebayo. But if you ask me, you guys, based on the numbers that Nikola Jovic has averaged the last 2 seasons, I feel that year 3 is poised to be a breakout year because he's going to get more minutes. He may start the beginning of the season at power forward. For all you know, he may start power forward the entire year. He's young, and you know this Miami Heat team has an issue with health. So if you can get a young guy out there who can give you anywhere from 70 to 82 games, be a spark, be an offensive igniter, he's going to go ahead and contribute. It's like I've mentioned before, you guys, in the 2022 season, both Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo were hampered with injury, and the Heat kept the first seed. That's because you had a lot of players step up when people were injured. Guys like Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus. That's when they all erupted that season. That's why the Heat were able to hold the first seed. I feel with this current roster, on paper, we have a depth. We are deep enough to carry a good regular season. 2 things are just going to hamper us. Injuries, which is one obstacle we have to get over. And obviously people playing those games when they're out there, i.e. Jimmy Butler. But I think it's going to be a fantastic year. I think Nikola Jovic is poised for a breakout. So I want to hear from you, Heat fans. What do you think Nikola Jovic is going to average this season? Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Do you think he's poised to have a breakout 3rd season? What's the ceiling for Nikola Jovic? Where do you guys think he can go to in his career? Let me know in the comments what you think, you guys. Don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. In the month of August, I will be giving you these player profile videos where we are talking about individual players and where can they help this Miami Heat roster moving forward. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel as we push for 5,000 subscribers. Thank y'all for the continued support, and until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.